Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jayme Jo if you don't know me, and today we're going to be chatting about how you can get your curls back. I'm going to be teaching you my tried and tested top tips to help you recover your heat damaged curls and transition it back to your natural hair. I have done a video about this topic in the past, but it was over a year ago, probably like a year and a half ago. Probably over a year and a half ago that I talked about this specific topic. And since we are all in ISO, stuck in quarantine, it is literally the perfect time to start transitioning your heat damaged hair back to your naturally curly hair. I'm going to be, talking through my tips and tricks. Some of these I've mentioned before, some of these are newer, some of these are really generic, or some of these you might have never heard of before. So stay tuned to find out what these tips are. For some quick background knowledge, I've been natural for maybe, how old am I? Almost 4 years. That's pretty cool. I'm turning 20 this year, and when I was around 15, 16, that is when I made the transition back to my natural curls. I had been heat damaging my hair so much. I straightened it all the time for school, and if I didn't straighten it, I was pulling it out and like flattening it because I hated my curls because no one else around me had them. But once I realized how beautiful curls were, I really worked on my hair, and I watched so many YouTube videos and I learned so much about how to care for your hair. So that's why I'm here today, to help you guys also love your hair. There's nothing wrong with curls. They are beautiful and unique and special. So I really hope that you guys nourish them and take care of them, and that this video can help you to do so. Let's hop straight into my tips for recovering heat damaged hair and getting those curls back. Number 1. You need time, which is why I thought it was the perfect time to do an updated video. You need to put time and care and love into your hair. You need to trust the process and know that nothing is going to happen overnight. Nothing drastic will happen in a week, but you will start to see changes over a few months, which is literally the perfect time to start right now, because by the end of this quarantine, you'll be out there rocking your beautiful curls in the world, seeing your friends, getting drinks, having fun. So my next tip is very, very basic, and you should all know this as curly girls. Stop using heat on your hair. I can't say it any more plain than that. Flat ironing, permanent keratin straightening, diffusing on really, really boiling hot heat. You can't be doing those things. You cannot touch your hair with heat if you are trying to transition from already heat damaged hair. If you have seared your hair by chemically straightening it or just straightening it every single day like I did when I was a kid, you're going to have so much heat damage, especially on the ends of your hair. You can start to transition it slowly back to your curls by cutting out that heat, sis. I don't want to see you using heat. I don't want to see it. This is your challenge. This is the time, this is the challenge. Do not touch heat in this entire time of quarantine. I just want to sincerely apologize for saying heat so much. Okay, back to the vid. Okay, next, let's talk about products. As a curly girl, products are really important, and they play such a massive part of your transition or your hair and the way it looks. Now, you don't need expensive products to make your hair look good. I recently did a no product routine, so I will leave that here. But I really highly suggest investing a little bit of money into a really good set of products. Something like, the Shea Moisture Curl and Shine line with the coconut hibiscus. That is a great line to start off with if you're transitioning, because it's really good. It doesn't have, bad chemicals, no sulfates, no silicones, no parabens, things like that. So that's a really, really good line to start off with. You can also start off with something like the John Frieda Dream Curls line. I love that line. I stick by it. It's amazing. Just pausing to show you some of my favorite curly girl lines. These are all curly girl approved. So first we've got the line from Bouclem. This is really good for thin hair. Then we've got the Bounce Curl line. I loved these products. They were amazing. This is the Curls line. So these are all really good options. We've also got Can 2. Oh no, sorry, that's Jessie's Curls. Then we've got Can 2. And then we've also got the Shea Moisture line I was talking about before, and the Bondi Boost line that I really, really like. So this is the Curl Boss line that you can find in Australia. So these are all great options for curly girls that are transitioning. They're all curly girl approved, and they're really great. You can find them on saintcurl.com, or you can also go in stores to Priceline. They've got some really good curly hair products as well. I'll leave a video where I did that linked. So many great products on the market that you can get for cheap as well. So Go through some of my other videos to see what I use regularly, but these products will definitely help. You want to find products that are going to nourish and enhance your curls. You don't want to be using your typical shampoos and conditioners and products that you would use for straight hair, because you want to nourish and enhance your curls. So find things that are moisturizing. Now, on the other hand of products, you should be deep conditioning your hair every single week. You should be doing a hair mask at least once a week if you are transitioning back to your natural curls, to really give your hair that moisture that it needs to recover. So Natalie Ann has the most amazing hair mask. It's charcoal, it's so moisturizing. I'd highly suggest that. I'll link it below. Or you can follow this little DIY recipe. It's a really good deep conditioning mask that is high in those thick creamy butters, because you want to soak your hair in it. You can sleep in them, or you can just leave them in for around 30 minutes, but you should be doing this every single week. It's going to make such a massive difference. To stimulate hair growth and to really get some of those beautiful new curls coming through, you want to be doing a scalp massage in the shower at least once a week as well. Now, I do this when I cleanse my hair, which is about once a week. You just want to use your fingers. You can buy a scalp massager, but fingers do just fine. And you just want to really massage your scalp when you're shampooing your hair to stimulate those follicles, which is really going to encourage new hair growth. Okay, now let's get into something that you do not want to be doing. You do not want to be using a dry cotton towel when you get out of the shower and drying your hair with it by like shaking it through your head. I used to do this as a kid. No, this is how you get the fuzziest hair and you end up looking like a triangle. What you want to be using is either a microfiber towel or an old cotton t-shirt that you can wrap your hair in and leave it in there instead of using something fluffy and fuzzy like a towel. You also never ever want to be dry brushing your hair. This causes so much breakage and makes your hair really brittle, which you especially don't want as someone who already has fragile, heat damaged hair. So never brush your hair when it's dry. Your split ends will split even worse and you'll get a lot of breakage and fuzz that you really don't want. So make sure you are never brushing your hair when it's dry. That's for everyone, really. There's some things you can do to really help activate your natural curl pattern and give it a little bit of a push. I highly suggest, if you are transitioning back to your natural curls, to start finger coiling your hair. I have a full video on finger coiling, but it's basically when you take a piece of your hair when it's wet and you encourage the natural curl pattern by wrapping it around your finger and giving it a scrunch. This is like called a finger coil. Makes sense, right? Your curls are going to get used to drying that way, so make sure you start finger coiling your hair when you are styling your curls. This is going to encourage your natural curl pattern to come back and just give your curls a little bit of muscle memory so they bounce back quicker than ever, okay? Woo! If you are a bit lazy and tired and you don't want to style your curls all the time, you can do protective hairstyles. Protective hairstyles are pretty self-explanatory. They're just hairstyles that are going to protect your hair without heat damaging it. So things like putting your hair in braids after the shower. This is a really great way to just let your hair be as it is. You can also use things like headbands, head wraps, all that type of stuff. They're really going to be on your side when you're a little bit lazy whilst you're transitioning. So instead of grabbing that straightener, instead of reaching for all those bad tools that you shouldn't, try just putting your hair in braids or putting your hair in a wrap. You can also look really cute this way, so yeah. Now I've got 3 more things that will really help you, and I'm sure if you've heard of this one, the big chop. Bah, bah, bah. This sounds really scary, and it sounded scary to me when I was first transitioning, and I kept hearing these natural girls say, get the big chop. And I was like, I don't want to cut my hair off. All this means is you should be getting a cut. You should definitely be getting a trim or a cut of some sort if you're trying to transition back to your natural hair. You want to chop off all the dead ends. Now, you don't have to go and chop off all your hair. You don't have to do that, but if you want to, you can, and this will really be beneficial for your curls. But if you've got dead ends at the bottom, like I do at the moment, I really need to get a haircut, you want to go and trim them off so it's not stunting hair growth anymore. And this is also going to be the most scraggly part of your hair, and the straightest as well, because it's got the most weight because it's the longest. So if you want to give that illusion of even healthier curls as well, you will want to chop that off. I really need to, but yeah, I know it might be a little bit hard right now because a lot of things are closed and we have to stay inside. So I don't suggest, if you're an amateur, going and chopping your own hair off. I don't cut my own hair because I don't trust myself with the scissors. But yeah, look into finding a good salon that can cut your hair well and that caters to curly hair. And once you cut your hair as well as a curly girl, it will bounce up a lot more. That's just the way it is. It is what it is. These next two things are just for your peace of mind. Don't compare your hair to other girls' hair. You might have the same looking hair when your hair is heat damaged to how another girl's hair looked when they're heat damaged, but then she's transitioned and she's got this beautiful, big, gorgeous afro, but you've got 2C hair. Everyone's hair is different, so never strive to have someone else's hair. Strive for your hair to be the most beautiful that it can be. So yeah, don't compare your hair. Everyone's got different hair types, which I highly suggest you find out your hair type. That will help you a lot. And this last point I want to talk about is, for your benefit and for your encouragement, take before and after photos. Take a before photo right now of your heat damaged hair if you've got heat damaged hair, and every week after you follow these tips and after you really encourage and love your curls, take a photo every single week of it freshly styled. And you might not see a difference in the first 2 or 3 weeks, but after a few months you're going to see such a massive difference. I want to show you my befores and like what my hair is now, you can see. But damn, that's encouragement to see and look back where you've come from and how far you've gotten with your curls. So make sure you're taking before and after pics. It's really going to encourage you and make you feel amazing. And also, if you have your before and after pics, make sure you tag me in them on Instagram. I love seeing you guys' photo on Instagram. So many people have been tagging me in their stories of you guys trying out my routines, and it makes me so happy. I absolutely love seeing them and resharing them, so keep on doing that because it really makes my day. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned something from it. If you have any other tips for us as a curly community, make sure you put them in, I don't know what that was. Make sure you put them in the comment section below. It will be really appreciated and I love chatting to you guys there. Make sure you give this a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow me on the gram, do all the things. I love you guys and I love this growing community. We're almost at 150K. You know what that means? Giveaway. I'm going mad. Bye.